All right, let's turn to Sunday Night Football. Cowboys, 49ers. No. Niners right now, 4.5-point favorite. Total on this one at 46. Two struggling defenses, two big play offenses.
George.
I like that over. This is me getting right to the point. 27-21.
I don't know.
And that's just clearing that over. Look, both defenses have struggled, but both can score. Both can have the big play. They have the talent on offense. For the Niners, more questions. Life without Ayuk, but let's see if Jawan Jennings is playing. Ricky Pearsall's back. And the Cowboys are bad. The fact that the Cowboys are 4.5-point dogs in this one, this should be a 1.5, 2-point spread, but that's how bad they are. And Niners ain't doing any better. I mean, Dallas is 3-3 coming off a bye. Last time we saw them, they got their butts kicked by the Lions. And then the Niners are 3-4.
So you're going 27-21. Who do you got winning?
49ers.
Okay.
I cannot trust the Cowboys.
All right.
Maybe the only thing you could give is that the Cowboys aren't at home because they've lost every home game this year.
Yeah, they've got smoked at home.
Every single one.
Listen, George, I know you were born like not long ago, 2019. You're so young. Some of us were born back in the 90s, okay? And I'll be honest with you. Like, forever, my whole life, Cowboys, Niners, are you kidding?
Oh, yeah.
Like, winner of that is going to the Super Bowl, or we even saw in recent years this was a playoff game, and it was a great game. Remember, that was a game Dak and McCarthy mismanaged the clock and ran out of time all that.
I'm shocked.
Oh, of course. But I'm just saying, like,
yes.
it always has championship implications or playoff implications, generally. This is the first time in many moons that I can remember this game kind of not mattering. Like, it just... I know it's like prime time.
I'm surprised it's Sunday night.
Why? It's two big brands.
I thought we'd get Commanders-Bears.
Well, we should get Commanders-Bears. But, like,
it's Cowboys-49ers.
I get why it's Cowboys-Niners because of the branding.
The fact that I even question it.
Yeah, right.
Shows to your point.
Yeah, facts.
Weird.
It's weird. With that being said, I mean, bro, this is do or die for both quarterbacks, I think.
Yes.
Because Brock Purdy, I think, has more pressure in this game. You're at home. You're reeling. You're missing your best weapons. You're trying to get paid. You're trying to prove I'm the man. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Lamar doesn't have the greatest receivers you've ever seen. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the greatest receivers you've ever seen. We watched Tom forever not have the greatest receivers you've ever seen. Josh Allen doesn't have the I mean, you want to be elite in this league. You got to prove it without the best on the outside. Dak has CeeDee Lamb. I get it. He has weapons, but right now, Brock doesn't. So this is a big game for Brock Purdy. And then from a Dak perspective, I mean, the Cowboys, I think some of the problem with them is they're too Dak dependent. They could have got Derrick Henry. They didn't do it. That was a mistake, clearly. Mm-hmm. They really do. I love CeeDee Lamb, but I think they need another weapon outside of him that's a little more bona fide. Their offensive line in years past has regressed. Man, this comes down to the quarterbacks. I actually trust Dak more.
Crazy.
But I'm going to give Brock the benefit of the doubt because I think he's more desperate for it.
Yes.
You went 27-21 Niners. I'll go 26-20. I'm not going to be far off.
Ooh, push on the total.
I'll go 26-20 Niners. And Brock's got to be the guy.
This Niners offense, very different look than it will be. Again, no Brandon Ayuk. They put up 36 points on the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Seahawks defense is good.
Yeah, it is. They have weapons, though.
This Dallas defense is bad.
But they have weapons, George. That's the thing.
This is one of the worst pass defenses in the league for the Niners. The Niners are facing. Dallas is one of the worst pass.
Yeah, but they don't have guys.
But it's the system. If Jawan Jennings is back, look what he did when Ayuk wasn't in the lineup.
He's a complimentary piece.
Or Debo wasn't.
Jawan Jennings is not going to be Justin Jefferson.
This goes back to when you and I have gone head-to-head about Brock Purdy all the time.
Yeah.
And what do I come back to? It's Kyle Shanahan.
Sure. System. Next man up.
Who am I betting on? I'm not betting on Brock versus Dak. I'm betting on Shanahan versus McCarthy.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we both got Niners. I'm going 26-20. You're going 27-21.
I'll change mine. 31-20. Niners win.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a drastic change,
Yeah.
George.
I just went 31-20. I like
Yeah,
that.
I can't go. I'm not there. I think it's going to be close.
Like if the Giants finished drives, the Cowboys would have lost that game. A 20-15
They're a
win.
mess. They're a mess.
The Cowboys.
They blew it. Derrick Henry in the offseason was there to be had for pennies on the dollar.
No, they could have had Derrick Henry where they need a run game, DJ Reader where they need a run stuffer in the middle,
man.
and Stephon Gilmore where they need an outside corner. They could have afforded all three of them. And all three of those guys, key contributors for very good teams.
And they didn't pay those guys because they wanted to give Dak all the money in the world.
And shoot, maybe they would have gotten Stephon Gilmore even cheaper because he was already in the building.
Right. I feel like Derrick Henry, low-key, would have been cheap, too. He's not paid a ton of money. Jarrah. But it was for Dak. That's what it was. They want to pay Dak, they want to pay CD, and eventually they're going to pay Michael.
Again, it comes back to the moron that is Jerry Jones, where he waited to pay them.
Yeah.
After all these guys got paid.
Yeah.
Pay them right away. That's less guaranteed money you own.
Yep.
That is less money you owe overall over the lifetime of a contract, because the most recent guy to get paid is always going to be the highest paid, except for CeeDee Lamb because of Justin Jefferson. But you still gave CD $100 million guaranteed. You gave Dak over $230 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have had to have done that. You could have paid them both, had them long term. They would have been cost effective to an extent, and you could have afforded other free agents that you clearly needed.
Yeah, I would agree.
Made no sense.
Hot take central here. I said at the time, they shouldn't even pay Dak. What they should have done is invested more in the backup quarterback role.
Yeah.
Let Dak play his contract out. If you work out a deal with him that's team friendly and fair to everyone and you can actually do business, great. If not, you let him walk. You have a decent backup there. You draft a kid. Onward and upwards. We have money freed up to build the roster. I was saying that at the time.
Yeah.
Cowboys fans told me I was stupid. We love Dak. All right, well, good luck. What's that getting you now, return on investment? How's nothing sound?
Cowboys are 3-3 coming out of the bye. We both have them losing to the Niners. At Atlanta, loss. Philly, loss.
Well, coin flip, but probably loss.
Houston, loss.
Loss.
That would have them at 3-7. Losers of 5 straight.
McCarthy's gone.
Before they're on the road at Washington and then home versus New
McCarthy
York.
won't see the Washington game. By the way,
that Washington game, they'll probably lose because of the defense.
don't gloss over this. You lose to the Texans. The Texans have all the bandwidth in Texas right now. They're the hot shack in Texas, not the Cowboys.
That Texans game is low-key big.
That's devastating to Jarrah. He don't like that.
And then imagine they're losing to the Commanders before you play on Thursday on Thanksgiving Day National.
And you got embarrassed by them before.
You're coming off your coach getting fired.
Yeah, dog.
McCarthy's gone.
McCarthy's gone.
He's Travis Thomas. I'm George Bilecki. This is Boston Has Ended the Chat in the PNC Bank Studio. Wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Amazon Prime, please like, subscribe, download, rate, and review. If you're watching on Nesson's YouTube page, hit the subscribe button as well. We'd appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. When is Mike McCarthy fired? Email us, thechat@nesson.com, or give us a voicemail, 617-790-0928. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you guys on Monday.